Hi everyone, welcome back. In this week's video, we're going to be making a puff pastry. This puff pastry could be used for sausage rolls, apple turnovers, custard slice, etc, etc. This recipe I'm going to use for sausage rolls, which will be in next week's video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. Let's get into this video. We're going to be adding in 375 grams of baker's flour. I've got 2 grams of salt in the bowl of baker's flour. You'll need 188 mils of water, and basically just place them all in to your Thermomix, a mixer, and mix until a dough starts to form. I'm just putting this onto the knead setting now, about 15 seconds. Alright, my dough hasn't come together fully, but that's okay. We're gonna just transfer it to the bench. Just wiggling this little knob to get all the dough out and work it into like a flat rectangle. The dough is slowly coming together. And I'm just about to roll it out for that rectangle shape that you're wanting before we add the butter. Now, with the butter, make sure that it has just come out of the fridge when you're ready to use it. Keep it in the fridge while you're mixing the dough because the butter needs to be at a chilled temperature. It needs to be really cold, so make sure you do that. I'm just keeping this dough in a nice long rectangular shape. Don't worry if your dough is a bit broken at the end, just try and put it together with your hands and keep working that dough. I'm just gonna go ahead and weigh 283 grams of chilled butter to the Thermomix bowl and mix it till the butter forms a big clump. So we're gonna put the timer on for around 20 seconds. It might be a little bit more, it might be a little bit less, but we'll put it on for 20 seconds and we will set the speed to 4. The butter is looking great. I'm going to transfer this to the bench, but before we do that, I'm going to get a couple of sandwich bags and place them on the bench and then put the butter on top of that so that the butter doesn't stick to the bench. Using our hands, we're going to just work this into a rectangle so that it will then fit on top of the pastry. Now that we've got our rough rectangular shape of butter, we're just going to transfer this to the dough on top and we'll go from there. So that's looking really good. Get the edges of the puff pastry in line with the butter like that. As you can see, the butter doesn't go right to the end. That's what we're wanting. Now we're going to give the pastry a 3-fold, which is basically getting the pastry, moving it to about the center like that, and then we're just going to finish it off by folding it over again like that. Make sure that every single fold you keep the edges all neat and even. Now we're going to set our dough aside for 10 minutes. Now that the dough has been sitting for 10 minutes, we're going to roll it out again. In total, there will be about 6 folds with 10 minutes in between each fold. I will see you at the end of my 6th fold. Just before you go to fold up your dough, make sure that you don't have any excess flour on your dough. So make sure all the flour is taken off and then fold it, just like this. This is going to be our last fold before we finish up for this video. So just take the plastic off, it's had its 10 minutes, and let's do the last fold. The dough has had its final 10 minutes, so I'm just going to take that off and show you guys the the final result. So you got a nice thing of puff pastry ready to roll out, use for your sausage rolls, which in the next video I will be making, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But until next time, I will see you all later. Bye guys.